So the Google event is finally here, and there has been a ton that has leaked out already. Despite that, I have a few predictions, some expectations, and some updates on some leaks that just came out today. There's some that's not as well known, and I know it's a little bit late, but I wanted to put this down for the record and to have a little bit of fun. So let's have a discussion right after this. Hey friends, this is Brandon here with This Is Tech Today, your source for honest tech reviews, the news, and my views. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell icon, and share this. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. If you followed my channel for the past 2 months or so, I've been following the Pixel 3 XL leaks quite extensively. So here are some predictions or expectations based upon what we know already. The first one is the vibration motor. If you've used one of the most recent generations of iPhones, you know that the Taptic engine is incredible. It really adds to the premium feel of the device. Unfortunately, on Android phones, they've been quite poor in that area. Based on some of the reviews from those who have the Pixel 3 XL already, which is crazy, right? The vibration motor feels as good as the Taptic engine or better. This is personally something that really matters to me because that really can add to the premium feel of the device. There's a new setting in the display settings under color. It's called adaptive display. This isn't currently available on my 2XL, so what is it? Is it a true tone competitor? I'm more inclined to believe it's more of an adaptable color space depending on what you're viewing. To explain it as simple as possible, if you have an image or a video that contains enough color data in a certain area, the display will be able to adapt to that. That way you're able to see exactly what was intended. And now for the camera, there's a lot of new features, and that makes sense. It's a Pixel device. There's Top Shot, which allows you to pick out the best shot amongst many shots with suggestions powered by machine learning. There's also a photo booth setting, which is a lot like Google Clips, where it looked at what was going on. It used artificial intelligence and machine learning to see if you're smiling or if there's an action moment. Based upon my experience with Google Clips, this is not so great, so hopefully it's a lot better on the phone. Then there's Super Res Zoom, and this is interesting because it's using artificial intelligence in order to fill in the little gaps of data when you zoom in. That way your photo doesn't look like a potato painted by Vincent van Gogh. See, this part is really cool because Google only has one sensor, and they're able to do so much with just software. That is leaps and bounds above the competition. And we should also give Google a pat on the back for pulling this off. They're sticking to one sensor. It's not like they made fun of something and then went and did it the next year. Headphone jack. There's also a wide-angle front camera for group selfies, previously known as super selfies. And then there's subject tracking autofocus. And this is something that you may find on a nice Canon camera DSLR. While the photos on a Pixel device have a really great reputation, one thing that isn't really great is the video. And according to my source that works at a store that gave me information today, the video still only records 4K at 30 frames per second. Come on, Google. So Google has historically just sucked at being able to sell phones. You would go onto their website, it would glitch out, it would not let you pre-order, it would just say it's out of stock. It's like they didn't want your money or something. But something seems a bit different this year. You see, there's that leak from Engadget, and they were able to buy a phone from a dealer. And then someone contacted me today, and at their store, they already had units there. So is it possible that the supply issues that we've seen in the past are no longer there because they partnered with Foxconn? Perhaps we'll be able to pick up some phones this week at a store, maybe a Verizon store, because it seems to be exclusive there in the United States. Or maybe we'll just have things shipped to us faster. I don't know for sure, but it seems like we're heading in the right direction. As for the price, well, it seems like it's gonna get a little bit higher. According to my source in the UK, the price will be £869, where the 2XL was £799 for the base model. This is a difference of about $100 in the United States. There's also this promo deal with Verizon. If you buy a Pixel 3 and then open up another line, you can get $800 off for the second Pixel 3, plus a free Pixel stand. Since the Pixel 2 was launched at $649 and the 2XL was $849, it may indicate that the price of the Pixel 3 will be $800 and the Pixel 3 XL is $999. Personally, I am hoping that it is $749 and then $949. Either way, the price is too dang high. But this next part is the one area that may justify that price. Reliability. Last year's models were plagued with issues. I made tons of videos about the display, the speaker issues, the problems with the audio when recording video, how you couldn't use an external mic when filming video, which still doesn't work, and then more. From what I've heard from those who already have the device, the fit and finish, the quality is just so much better. The display doesn't have the issues like it had before, the speakers sound better. Overall, it feels more premium. With the Pixel 2 and 2XL, it had a cheap feel to it. You can actually flex the screen to it, so having a premium feeling Pixel device is really nice. So maybe this is the Pixel device that we should have had last year, minus the notch, I guess. By the way, That notch doesn't really bother me. I don't think it looks great. And I think that humans adapt really quickly. So maybe just get it and try to enjoy it. In a previous video of mine, I was able to talk to a Google engineer that worked on the device. I was able to get some direct answers and then some answers that were admittedly a little bit cryptic. So here are the more standout points and expectations based upon that interview. Oh, and if you haven't joined the This Is Tech Today community on Discord, there's a link down below in the description. We're always talking about this stuff and just kind of having fun with it. I'd love to see you there. It's a great place. We'll be able to look at this video, see what was right and what was wrong, and laugh about it. So here's my big prediction. Google Duplex. Duplex will be an option that will come later on, and if you're not familiar with Duplex, it is a crazy AI service that was previewed at Google I/O earlier this year. It was able to make appointments for you, and it sounded crazy natural. Well, my source said that they're working on it, and it's coming, but they've hit a few bumps in the road. What does that mean exactly? We may get a preview of it at the Google event, only to have it released later on, a lot like the AR stickers that we saw last year, or like the visual core chip that we didn't know about. And then probably the most interesting prediction, a third device? We do know that there's always multiple devices being worked on, whether it's concepts, prototypes, design candidates, or other devices that are further along the process. Our source did say that there's a third device that's being worked on by the HTC team, not this person's team, and they were kind of aiming for the moon and accepting the Earth. And what that really means is you aim for as much as you can and then accept whatever is actually possible and makes sense. So does that mean that's a premium device, a mid-tier device, or a budget device? Well, it sounds to me like it's aiming for a premium device, but we don't know for sure. And there was this comment that it may come out at the end of the year if manufacturing goes well. But here's the thing, hardware and then marketing, those are not the same department. And it kind of doesn't make sense to announce two devices and then tease another device right after that. But in light of the recent trailer that came out, which cut out John Prosser's part, maybe they're trolling us? I'm not sure how to reconcile what my source told me and then all these ads that Google is putting out where they're kind of teasing what kind of looks like a bezel-less device or teasing the fact that everything's known about the device. Surprisingly though, I'm not the only one who seems to think more will be revealed for a later release. If you want to check out that crazy video where I talk to that Google engineer and then talk about the crazy drama that's going on between the current Google Pixel team and then the HTC design team, you should totally check out. There's a link down below in the description and there's a link up here. I don't know, I'm in a new place. You should check it out up here. Of course, there's a bunch of other stuff that will come out like the Google Pixel Book Slate with a fingerprint unlock and detachable keyboard. There's a new smart home hub with a display, an updated Chromecast with Bluetooth, and a new version of Pixel Buds 2. And my source said that there would be more Google Home type devices if they're ready in time. That makes me think that there may be a new updated regular Google Home. I'd love to know what your thoughts and predictions are, so go ahead and leave a comment down below. Make sure to share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. There's a lot of videos coming up with the actual Pixel 3 XL device and some comparisons with the iPhone XR and XS, and of course some videos for the much anticipated OnePlus 6T. I'm pretty stoked about that one. Thanks for watching This Is Tech Today. Until next time.